Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Today, we're going to be trying to recreate and emulate guitar tones from some of the most popular metal bands exclusively using the Bias Effects 2 mobile app. Now, I don't have a list of the gear that these bands use or the settings or anything like that. I'm simply going to be having a few reference tracks from each of these bands, and I'm just going to be going by ear completely, trying to see the characteristics that are within these tones and emulate them using Bias Effects 2 mobile. All right? Anyways, I'm excited. Let's get into it. All right, so we're actually going to be starting off with Gojira's rhythm guitar tone. So if I had to describe their tone, I'd kind of say it's like a very modern death metal tone with a little bit of a twist. There's a lot of clarity on their tone, especially when it comes, to the pick scrapes and all things like that. But it's still a fairly balanced tone and has tons of punch to it. So yeah, let's get into it. So I'm just starting with the Plexi Dirt, just a preset here, because it has a gate, distortion pedal, amp, cab. It's just everything we're going to need for most of these tones anyway. So let's start with just the amp here. So let's see. Place, definitely something high gain. Let's just go through a few of these and just see how they sound, right? Way too bassy, way too low end focus. I kind of like that. That has a bit of that vibe. That too, actually. I like both of those. Let's change this distortion pedal. It's kind of distracting me a bit. Let's just do something simple. Maybe a drive pedal. There you go. It's a little more subtle. So let's go back to the amps. Ooh, I like the frequency focuses on that one. The Insane. A little too low end focus. Same thing. Needs more low end. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Ooh, that was actually pretty close. The Marrow. So it's either going to be the Marrow, I think, or the modded Mark. Let's do the Marrow. I think the Marrow will fit better with this. I think we can control this a little easier and mess around with it. So there we go. So the highs are a bit too much going on here. Same thing with the lows. It sounds like a very balanced tone. So that's very important. The scrapes, they got to be on point. Have a bit of that clarity. Especially with kind of those tremolo picking parts. Still has to have that clarity, but a lot of that punch. So let's see. Let's mess around with the amp settings a bit more. Let's go to the drive. Let's see. What drives can we throw in? I don't think an 808 will work with this, to be honest. Tube drive, maybe? Okay, I like that. I think we're just going to have to mess around with a bit of EQ, but I really feel like that's pretty close to that kind of standard sound. It needs a little bit more fullness, a little bit more low end, I believe, but we're getting there. Honestly, let's just add some EQ. I think that's all we're really missing to find those few frequencies need to be fitted out. There you go. Let's see. I guess just EQ6. Sure, why not? Can act like it's a post. Sounds yeah, even that. There is a bit of a lower frequency in there that I'd probably mess around with post, like in Cubase or something. But other than that, like, I'm pretty happy with that. So let's move on. Disturbed's rhythm guitar tone. We're going for a bit of the earlier style tones. So characteristics for this one, it again was kind of a mix almost of that new metal guitar tone with a bit of that core sound twisted into it. I don't think there was any like scoop mids or anything like that. Really, there was a lot of control. It was a bit messy, but still somewhat balanced, not too overpowering. Because again, they do a lot with in terms of chords, riffage in general, and then obviously they have leads here and there. So let's get into it. Let's just go through a few of these. I'm liking the tonality of that. I'm liking the tonality. Tread play can work too, but I think the Insane's a bit of a better fix. It can work. It can work. Nope. A little too bassy almost. Too low mid. Not about that. Nope. Too muffly for that. Same thing. Okay. I'm gonna go with the Insane for this one. I think this will be a good match. Okay. Sick. So there we go. Let's get a drive pedal. Definitely in need of that. I don't think it'll be an 808. Let's mess around with a few of these and see. It might end up being the 808. So yeah, we need that good balance of even on those chugs. Good amount of clarity. Let's what's the tone on this thing? I like that. I like that. That's a good tone. I think this is a better choice than the a little too much there. We can bring the gain up a bit, I think, but we don't want to risk clarity for it. That's kind of my only issue with this. I like that. I like that, actually. Maybe just a bit of EQ. Like, I don't think there's anything else I'd really mess with this. Yeah, I think we just need some EQ. Okay, let's go here. EQ. Again, let's bring that, the rack. I love this EQ. So, ooh, I gotta be careful with this too, because I have a fairly balanced tone now. Nothing's too out of whack, and I could ruin everything right now by doing this. So I don't need to cut the 500. I don't know why it defaulted to that. Let's see. Damn it, my fat ass finger, dude. Okay. Bit of a boost maybe on the 4K. 2K, how's this? How's the 2K sound? A little bit of 2K. I think it's missing that. It's missing a bit of that, like, higher, mid, low, high roar. There you go. That's what I was missing for me. I'd mess around with the gate, of course, because... Yeah, there you go. I'm happy with that. I'd still mess around a little with the gate, but in terms of the tone itself, let's move on. Bullet for My Valentine's rhythm tone, more so aiming for kind of their older albums. So, characteristics for this one, it's definitely a very standard metalcore tone, and it's extremely balanced. Like, everything is probably just going to be set to 5. Definitely need a TSE 808 shoved right in front and some kind of high gain thing that's close to like a PV or something like that. So let's get into it, right? So again, same preset. Let's see here. So high gain. We're going to be going here probably with the tread plate if I had to guess. Okay, we need a few things here. So first we need a pedal, a boost pedal, a drive pedal. So where's my 808? I missed my 808. There we go. Wow, it's crazy how much that pedal does just tone-wise. Simple as that, right? Level, again, not too crazy. Drive, honestly, we do not need to be messing with it at all. So yeah, this tone definitely has to work with kind of those very chorey style riffs, but also the octave chords have to have that clarity. Things like that. So that's really what we're aiming for here. So that's definitely a good start for that bass sound. I'm messing around with a few other amps, but I'm pretty sure the tread plate is going to be the closest thing we get. The Insane's pretty close. Nope. Slayer King. Yeah, kind of. It has that high end I'm looking for, but it's way too much. Too much of it. Nope. 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 Okay. So it's either the Insane or the tread plate. The low end on this with some EQ might turn out really nice and get pretty close, but I think the tread plate is just a little closer. That's pretty much it. Let's go. So yeah, everything balanced. Honestly, anything we'd mess with, only thing we'd mess with is maybe the gain level. Like, oh, that was a bad pinch. All right, let's mess with the drive a bit. So the EQ. Let's see, is there a different EQ we can use? Let's use a EQ6. Is there a different bass EQ? Oh, they have EQ10. Okay, yeah, I like this. So, sorry. Again, it is a fairly balanced tone. They did not cut as much 500 as a few other bands did during this, the early 2000s core era, but... come on, my finger's too fat. There we go. Yeah, I think we're pretty much there. Honestly, yeah, no, that's it. Like, I don't want to mess with this anymore. That's pretty close against that standard. Very Bullet from My Valentine, kind of early days, Hand of Blood, that kind of era. Guitar tone. So I'm happy with that. Let's move on. So for this one, we're going to be doing something a little bit different, and we're actually going to be trying to emulate an ambient style tone that's very reminiscent of the Bring Me the Horizon Sempiternal album. Now you might be like, but Nick, this isn't metal. Well, a lot of bands nowadays, especially metal bands, actually use this very fun ambient tone that, again, characteristic wise, it's not just a basic clean ambient tone. It actually has a crunch factor to it, which is very cool. It adds a little bit more of an edge to it, and really makes just the emotion kind of pop out when it comes to layering and all that. So yeah, let's get into it. So when it comes to, actually, let's add the reverb right now to just get a bit of a better feel of the tone overall, because the reverb is going to be the huge part of this. This is really what's going to make things stand out, give that emotional factor. So we have reverb. Is this ambient reverb or is it just reverb? No, it's the ambient reverb. Okay, great. Let's just hear it. Not too bad so far. Definitely the ambient vibe we're going for. We just got to mess a bit with the EQ. Okay, let's just delete it for now. And the amps. Let's go through a few of these amps. Again, we haven't really done much with the crunch, so... I kind of like the British one. That's pretty sick. Let's hear these. Kind of fits. I like the British one. That one sold me right away. I gotta go back to it. Okay. Yeah, I dig that. I dig that. Okay, let's mess around with some of these settings. So, we want a good chunk of bass here. Mids, fairly balanced. You know, nothing's really going to be standing out too much with this stuff. So we're actually going to want to smash the reverb a little bit more. Let's see, liveliness. What's that? Cool. Okay. Mix. Man, I like the... We need a little more crunch, actually. That's the thing we need, surprisingly. So a little bit more gain. That is even good as just a bass. And again, with ambient tones like this, the best part is you don't have to be super specific with the details, just because the reverb is kind of overpowering everything else. So, you know, could you add a little bit more mids or things like that? Yeah, but because it's an ambient bass tone, you just kind of need the bass thing and it'll work just fine, right? So yeah, and this tone works great for a bunch of things. Ooh. Except when you play out of key, it doesn't work too well for that. See, that's really sick. And again, the funnest part is it has a bit of that edge to it. You know, it's not just a basic clean tone. So yeah, honestly, I'm pretty happy with that. I wouldn't do much else with it. So yeah. Hey guys, if you like this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and be sure to comment what tones you want to see me try to emulate next. Again, if you guys like this app, Bias FX 2 on mobile, be sure to go show them the love, okay? There's going to be a link to where to get it down below in the description. Go show them the love. Try it out. It's a really fun app to mess around with, okay? And of course, I want to give a special thanks to my patrons. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really appreciate it. If you yourself are interested in becoming a patron to gain access to a bunch of cool perks, including tap tracks and much more, there's going to be a link on the screen description down below. And if you want to watch more videos from me, be sure to click right over here. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.